Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Our top story this evening is that India is looking to open up. Yes, we are looking to start living with coronavirus. But all at the same time, when COVID-19 continues to extract a big pound of flesh where India is concerned. Why do we say that? I want to take you through our numbers. This is where India stands right now with its fight against COVID-19. We've recorded till now 78,003 positive cases with 2,549 deaths. The worst hit state is the state of Maharashtra, with the financial capital, Mumbai, recording a huge spike today. We'll get to that later. But the total cases, coronavirus positive cases in Mumbai in Maharashtra stand at 25,922. Maharashtra death toll is nearly 1,975. We're getting in more information that it is now inching towards the 1,000 mark as well. Gujarat is the second worst affected state, recording 9,267 positive cases with 566 deaths. Tamil Nadu total cases 9,227 with 64 deaths. That's the third state which has overtaken the national capital. This was the data coming in just about 20 minutes ago, but there is a worrying figure also emerging, which seems to suggest that Maharashtra would be reaching the 1,000 death toll mark. And importantly, Mumbai is recorded today its highest peak. We'll get to that later. But what we began the show with, India is looking now to open out. We've seen lockdown 1, we've seen lockdown 2, we've seen lockdown 3. With 3 days left, lockdown 3 will be lockdown 3.0, but this is going to be a different lockdown 3.0. The onus from the center is shifting to the state. So what is your life going to be? In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to take you through that. Lockdown 1.0, 21 days. Lockdown 2.0, 19 days. Lockdown 3.0, 14 days. India lockdown day 51. Lockdown 4.0 starting 18th May.
लॉकडाउन का चौथा चरण, लॉकडाउन 4, पूरी तरह नए रंग रूप वाला होगा, नए नियमों वाला होगा। मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि नियमों का पालन करते हुए हम कोरोना से लड़ेंगे भी और आगे भी बढ़ेंगे।
Along with new rules, no matter where you live, no matter which state, all indications suggest the blueprint of Lockdown 4.0 built by state governments.
राज्यों से हमें जो सुझाव मिल रहे हैं, उनके आधार पर लॉकडाउन 4, इससे जुड़ी जानकारी भी आपको 18 मई से पहले दी जाएगी।
With onus this time on the states, some states have gone to the people for suggestions. The state strategy for Lockdown 4.0 suggests containment zones might witness complete shutdown. Other areas might witness relaxations. Apart from large social gatherings, educational institutions, recreation areas like malls, near normal activity outside containment zones can be expected. Public transport along with taxis and autos will likely resume services with intra-district travel on restricted routes. The number of passengers will be curtailed and only a small percentage of buses will ply. While Karnataka is in favor of resuming interstate travel with mandatory 14-day quarantine for travellers, Kerala wants this service resumed with regulatory passes. Rajasthan is in favor of interstate travel, while Bihar and Jharkhand are not in support. So as we gear up to live with COVID, one question is, how did India fare in the first 3 lockdowns? On the most basic indicator, the news not good. The average number of new cases adding every day has risen during each successive lockdown. And Lockdown 3.0 is currently adding 6 times as many cases every day compared to Phase 1. Despite the data, India is now attempting to strike a balance between the human and the economic cost of the pandemic. Opening up seems to be our only option. Yes, it is time to live with COVID with our masks firmly in place. Bureau Report, India Today. So viewers, you might have taken heart that India is going to open up, but the catch line is with your masks firmly in place, because it's not good right now. And I want to take you through the figures. You saw some there which seem to suggest that from phase 1 of lockdown 1 to the last days of lockdown 3, we are seeing an exponential rise in cases. Let's take a look on where India stood right in the beginning. Let's take you right to March 15th. Let's start from there. March 15th had India with 690 green districts that had absolutely no cases. In less than 2 months, only 178 such green districts with no COVID cases are left. As of May 11th, India has 153 districts in red zones, 397 in orange zones. So this has been the trajectory till, there you have it, May 11th. And we have had an exponential rise, if you see, from March 14th, right there. This was April 26th, and right till the end, if you look at this number, May 11th, 153 red zones with 397 orange zones and very little green zones. So this is what it looks like. So yes, we're going to start living with COVID-19, but we have to take all precautions. Now I want to take you to your city, where you live. What will happen in lockdown 4.0 for you? Will things change at all? Take a look at this report filed by all my colleagues.
Industrial activity can also be allowed in orange and green zones. However, some industrial activity has already been allowed. That number can be further increased. Thirdly, non-essential shops can also be opened, but in non-contaminated zones and green zones, the shops like hardware shops and other shops can remain open in non-contaminated zones and orange and green zones. So these kind of relaxations might be provided in Maharashtra post-17. However, the state government will be waiting for the new guidelines from the center, and once the new guidelines from center are received, the state government will take a final call on this.
The West Bengal administration is trying to relax the lockdown rules. The red zone has now been divided into 3 categories, A, B and C. In A, there will be barely any relaxations. In B, there will be some relaxations. And in the last category, that is C, there will be the maximum amount of relaxation. With camera person Probir Biswas, Indrajit for India Today in Kolkata.
Standalone shops without air conditioning in non-containment zones have been allowed to function. Private companies, industries and manufacturing units as well have been allowed to function. There is an upper cap on the number of employees that can work in a given shift, and of course employees will have to wear a mask and the place will have to be disinfected regularly. Gyms, saloons, theatres, malls, bars, liquor stores all remain shut, but however the Tamil Nadu government is focusing on reviving the economy, for which they have also put together a committee to draw investors into the state.
Karnataka government plans to do away with the coloured zones. There won't be any more red, green and yellow zones. Rather, we'll only have containment zones where businesses won't be allowed. Karnataka government has already allowed industries and IT/BT sector to start their operations with only minimal staff. The government is likely to open up BMTC buses, saloons, restaurants in the next few days. This is the plan that has been suggested to the PMO, but upon the approval of the centre, the opening of businesses across Bengaluru and Karnataka will start in next few days. Nagarjun Dwarkanath for India Today.
All right, so you heard those 3 states, those cities there specifically. Let me tell you about Delhi, where I reside. This is what it looks like in Delhi. Now, when you move from 3.0 to 4.0 lockdown, Delhi in all probabilities is going to not have salons, gyms. They will likely to remain shut after May 17th. Similarly, liquor, which is currently allowed, is likely to remain open on an e-token system. If you're in Delhi, if you're looking to get liquored up, then you will have to get a token. Restaurants that are currently closed will remain closed. But other than the red zones, most places are likely to be open. But we're going to get in a larger understanding, and I'm very happy right now to be joined by the Health Minister, Satyendra Jain. Appreciate you joining us, sir. Thank you. Yes, we have him. Thank you, sir, for joining us. My first question, sir, is what does it look like? What are the precautions that Delhi will take? I know you've gone out, you've asked for suggestions. What suggestions that have you got from the citizens of Delhi starting lockdown 4.0, and which one will you actually exercise?
देखिएगा, अभी तक लगभग 5 लाख लोगों ने सजेशन भेजे हैं और सजेशंस डिफरेंट तरह के हैं। लोगों ने कहा कि भाई लॉकडाउन 4 जो है वो तो रहना तो चाहिए, बट हमें पार्शली खोलने की ज़रूरत भी है। रीज़न क्या है कि अगर इकोनॉमी बिल्कुल ही बंद हो जाएगी तो काम चलेगा नहीं, और पिछले 2 महीने के अंदर हमें एक्सपीरियंस मिल गया कि ये वायरस कैसे बिहेव करेगा, कैसे काम करेगा, कैसे काम नहीं करेगा। जब लॉकडाउन किया था तब ऐसा भी कहते थे लोग कि शायद गर्मी आएगी और गर्मी आते ही सब कुछ बंद हो जाएगा, ये वायरस अपने आप गायब हो जाएगा। ऐसा तो हुआ नहीं, तो लोगों को लग रहा था शायद 1 महीने के बाद ये वायरस इंडिया से चला जाएगा। अब मुझे लगता है कि हमें बहुत लंबे समय तक वायरस के साथ रहना है, तो इस वायरस के साथ जब रहना ही है तो हमें इसके लिए कुछ नियम नए बना के अपनी इकोनॉमी को उसके हिसाब से चलानी होगी। लोगों ने कहा है कि जो भी चीज़ खोली जाए, पहली तो उसमें 2-3 चीज़ें जो बहुत ही अहम है, जो सभी लोगों ने ज़्यादातर दी है कि जो भी बाहर निकले वो मास्क लगाए। तो ये तो मुझे लगता है ज़्यादातर लोगों ने कहा है कि पब्लिक में जो भी जाए मास्क का यूज़ करे। दूसरा, जो भी चीज़ ओपन अप की जाए सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का ध्यान रखा जाए। तो मतलब इस चीज़ के लिए 2 चीज़ों के लिए सभी लोगों ने कहा है। ज़्यादातर लोगों को ये कहना था कि जहाँ पर स्कूल हैं, कॉलेज हैं, कोचिंग सेंटर्स हैं, एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन कोई भी है, तो ज़्यादातर लोगों का ये मानना है कि उनको अभी नहीं खोलना चाहिए। जैसे मॉल्स हैं, मॉल्स के लिए डिफरेंट तरह के आइडियाज़ हैं। लोग कह रहे हैं कि भाई 1/3 दुकानें खोलनी चाहिए ताकि भीड़ ना हो पाए। बड़ी मार्केट्स में लोगों के आइडियाज़ हैं कि भाई आधी दुकानें खोलें, आधी ना खोलें, या इवन ऑर्डर कर लें। तो इस तरह से काफ़ी सारे सजेशंस मिले हैं।
जैन साहब, अगर आप पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट शुरू करेंगे, क्योंकि एक ये भी सजेशन आया है कि बसेस की जरूरत है, बहुत किल्लत है लोगों को इधर से उधर पहुंचने में। अगर पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट शुरू होगा तो कैसा शुरू होगा? क्या बसेस शुरू हो जाएंगी, मेट्रो शुरू हो जाएगा? अगर वो शुरू हो जाएगा तो आप संक्रमण कैसे रोकेंगे, क्योंकि उसमें सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग कैसे रोक पाएंगे?
देखिएगा, बसेस चलाने के लिए भी बहुत सारे सजेशन आए। लोगों ने कहा है कि भाई आप बस को फुल कैपेसिटी पे ना चलाकर कम लोगों को उसके अंदर बैठाइएगा ताकि आपस में लोगों की दूरी बनी रहे। ऐसे लोगों ने मेट्रो के लिए भी कहा है कि उसके अंदर भी सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग रखते हुए चलानी चाहिए। तो मुझे लगता है पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट कुछ ना कुछ किसी न किसी तरीके से जरूर स्टार्ट होना चाहिए।
तो फिर अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि चलिए मेट्रो जो और बस कोई रूट्स पे शुरू करें, कम लोगों के साथ शुरू करें, अब और पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट का क्या होगा? क्या मैं ओला ले पाऊंगी, उबर ले पाऊंगी, टैक्सी शुरू हो जाएंगी?
ये तो आप ये चीज़ तो आपको 2 दिन बाद पता लगेगी। परंतु लोगों के सजेशन है कि जैसे कि पहली वाली जो आई थी लिस्ट, केंद्र सरकार ने जो अलाउ किया था कि ऑटो के अंदर 1 आदमी और टैक्सीज़ के अंदर 2 आदमी 2 सवारी हो सकती है, तो वो सजेशन काफ़ी लोगों ने कहा है कि भाई उसको फॉलो करना चाहिए सब जगह।
तो जैन साहब, चलिए आपने ये तो बताया, कम से कम टैक्सी शायद शुरू हो जाए, फिर उबर, ओला और जो भी और अदर टैक्सीज हैं वो शुरू हो सकती हैं, पर कम लोगों के साथ। अब मुझे ये बताइए, बहुत लोग जानना चाहते हैं दिल्ली में कि जब लॉकडाउन 4 आएगा तो क्या जिम खुल जाएंगे, मैं सैलून जा पाऊंगी, ये सब होगा कि ये नहीं होगा?
देखिए, कंटेनमेंट जोन में सभी लोगों ने कहा है कि किसी भी तरह की एक्टिविटी खुलनी नहीं चाहिए, और मुझे लगता है कि वो शायद खुलना ठीक भी नहीं रहेगा। तो कंटेनमेंट जोन में तो कुछ भी खुलना संभव नहीं लग रहा है।
चलिए, कंटेनमेंट जोन में कुछ नहीं होगा, पर कंटेनमेंट के बाहर क्या क्या हो सकता है?
देखिएगा, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जो पिछले बारी जो हमारी 17 तारीख से जो स्टार्ट हुआ था, 17 से ख़त्म हो रहा है, जो अभी 14 दिन के लिए बढ़ाया गया था 3 मई से, जो चीज़ें पिछली बारी थी उनको थोड़ा सा मतलब एरियाज बढ़ेंगे कि जो कंटेनमेंट जोन को छोड़ के बाकी जगह वो चीज़ें लागू कर दी जाएं। पर जहाँ तक आपका ये कहना है कि जिम को, स्पा हुए, इस तरह की चीज़ों को ज़्यादातर लोगों ने मना किया कि अभी नहीं खोलना चाहिए, क्योंकि बहुत ही क्लोज कॉन्टैक्ट होता है।
तो चलिए, टैक्सी शायद दिल्ली वासी ले पाए, पर जिम नहीं जा पाएंगे, मतलब 2 दिन के बाद आप ऑफिशियल करेंगे, और ना सैलून जा पाएंगे। पर मुझे ये बताइए जैन साहब कि अभी जो आपकी स्थिति है, जो हमारी स्थिति है दिल्ली में, जो पहले लॉकडाउन 1 में थी उससे बहुत ज्यादा नंबर्स हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि नंबर घट रहे हैं। तो अगर हम खोल भी दें जो हम खोलना चाह रहे हैं, सीएम साहब ने भी बोला है कि अब वी हैव टू लिव विद कोविड, हम लिव तो करना शुरू कर देंगे कोविड के साथ, पर हमारे पास क्या मेडिकली इतना बैकअप है कि हम जो हाई एक्सपोनेंट नंबर होगा उसका वो उसको अब्जॉर्ब कर पाए?
देखिएगा, आज भी दिल्ली के अंदर हमारे पास जो डेडिकेटेड कोविड हॉस्पिटल्स हैं उसमें 4,500 बेड हमारे पास हैं और जिसमें ऑक्यूपेंसी 1/3 है, 1500 के करीब पेशेंट्स हॉस्पिटल्स में हैं अभी। तो एज ऑन टुडे हमने कैपेसिटी बना रखी है, उसको फर्दर भी इंक्रीज हम कर रहे हैं ताकि अगर ज़रूरत पड़ती है, क्योंकि इसमें जो भी पेशेंट एडमिट होता है वो लगभग 10 दिन, 12 दिन या 14 दिन के लिए एडमिट होता है, तो इसलिए कैपेसिटीज़ को और बढ़ा रहे हैं हम लोग। और आज कैपेसिटीज़ हमारे पास हैं, तभी हमने देखिएगा हॉस्पिटल्स के अंदर हम लोगों को एडमिट भी कर पा रहे हैं। और मुझे लगता है कि अगर ग्रोथ जो है जिस तरह से अभी चल रही है, 10, 11, 12 दिन में डबलिंग है, इस तरह चलता है तो बड़े आराम से हम इसको हैंडल कर पाएंगे।
जैन साहब, सत्येंद्र जैन, हेल्थ मिनिस्टर दिल्ली, मेनी थैंक्स, बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे बात करने का। You have given us a bit of an insight on what a Delhiite can expect. So yes, you might be able to take cabs. A lot of your old life will be back if you're not in a containment zone. But don't expect to walk into gyms like possibly in Karnataka and Bengaluru, like my colleagues have been reporting. Don't expect to go to a salon or a gym, like I said. Malls will remain shut. All other educational institutes, in all probability, will be shut. We'll, of course, get you the fine print in just 2 days. Many thanks, sir, for joining us. I want to shift focus right now to news coming in, and like I said, it is disturbing because we are looking at opening up when we are recording massive spikes, and it's coming in from the state of Maharashtra. Let's take a look. News break just filtering in. There's been a huge spike in COVID cases in Maharashtra. 1,602 cases were reported in just the last 24 hours. Out of the 1,602 cases, Mumbai today has recorded its highest spike ever. Nearly 1,991 positive cases coming in from the city of Mumbai alone. This is the highest rise of coronavirus cases that the maximum city, the financial capital of this country, has seen in a single day. The death toll in the state in the last 24 hours is 44, out of which, out of the 44, 25 have been reported just from the city of Mumbai. Out of 1,602, 991 new cases just in Mumbai. I'm joined right now by Aslam Sheikh. He is a cabinet minister, textiles, port and fisheries minister. Appreciate you joining us, sir. I wanted to ask you, Mr. Sheikh, about how Maharashtra, Mumbai will be opening up. But the news break that we just went to seems to suggest that Mumbai is in no position to open up.
See, right now the position, if you go to see in Mumbai, it's going higher side. The cases are coming slowly, little on the higher side. And if you go to see about the economy, definitely we do want to grow the economy, but not at the life of peoples. So we are first going to see where there are green zones, so we can start some commercialization and we can open up things over there. But definitely not in Mumbai, because we cannot, after having such a big lockdown, open up Mumbai and then again, go to any crisis.
So Mumbaikar will not expect anything different, Mr. Sheikh, from what it is right now and what it will be in lockdown 4.0 come the 18th of May.
Right now, the precautions, what the government is taking, right now, the way the doctors and everybody is on the foot and trying their best, and the way we have channelized all index and then contacts, and then we are going door to door, we are doing maximum test, and then we are creating more hospitals for prevention matters. So I think so Mumbai should and will go for more lockdown, because if you just open it up, then it will become a mess. So we don't want to take a risk at this cost. And I think so that won't be advisable right now to open up the Mumbai.
So once again, Mr. Sheikh, nothing changes for Mumbai. That's what it is, because, you did say that if you open out, you could possibly be looking at a mess. There's already such a huge spike. You've recorded your highest spike today. So nothing changes at all. I just want to confirm that.
See, right now we have sufficient place for the patients who are coming around. But definitely these hospitals cannot be, we cannot keep hoping only on the hospital. So we have started making new hospitals. In MMRDA, we are having a hospital which will be ready within 4 days, which will have a capacity of 1,200 beds. Another hospital which is coming at the race course, that will be having, right now we have a capacity of 300 beds. But within a week or 10 days, you can say it will have a capacity of 800 beds. Simultaneously in Dome also, NSC, we are going to come up with more beds over there. And in Goregaon, exhibition center. There also we have enough numbers of beds. We are trying to put all oxygen line also over there so it becomes comfortable. So far, in another 15 days, we'll have a capacity of more than 50,000 beds available in
Mr.
Mumbai
Sheikh,
itself.
it's heartening to know that at least, you're ramping up your medical facilities, you're ramping up your hospital beds because, there is news coming in. And I wanted to bring that up as well, but you've answered that question on Sion, on KM Hospital, which are overflowing as we speak. But I want to ask you just one question, sir, before I let you go. For somebody who's sitting in Mumbai, yes, you'll open up the green-orange zones in Maharashtra. Certain amount of economic activity will start. Maharashtra has many, many industrial and textile towns. But what about Mumbai? So once again, sir, nothing changes. When we go, come Monday, the life of a Mumbaiker right now will remain pretty much exactly the same.
See, in Mumbai, most of the places have converted into hotspot. And we are trying our best, as I told you before. But there are some places where we can open up small shops and all. Already we have given go ahead for the electronics and for the hardware stores and all. So similarly, where we have little better zone in Mumbai also, so such kind of small shops or these activities can go on. But definitely not completely open up like what we are going to do in green zone and somewhat in orange zone. Because the way the things are going on right now, things are under control, everything. And the way our team is working out 24 hours, so completely like if you go to see, the government is completely monitoring. The CM itself is looking after this case, especially on Mumbai for more than 12 hours is monitoring. The VC is going on. So right now it won't be any, I don't think so, like there is any chance of Mumbai to get open. Because if you have to keep it controlled, then we have to keep lockdown only.
Well, appreciate you joining us, sir. I know you've taken the time out from the video conferencing and answered our question. Thank you. Video conferencing with the Chief Minister that you were talking about. Appreciate you joining us. I just want to move on and I want to reinstate one thing. So nothing changes in the city of Mumbai. There will be no public transport. So whatever your life has been right now in Mumbai, it's pretty much going to remain the same. However, there is a silver lining for other states, other cities. The state of Karnataka is one such state, and even the city of Bengaluru. And we'd like to bring that story as well today out to the fore, where the Karnataka government has now decided to even start reopening gymnasiums, golf courses across the state post May 17th. Take a look at the story.
Come the 18th of May, fitness freaks can go back to gyms and golfers can do their rounds of the links. The state government has decided to reopen gymnasiums and golf courses which have been closed for nearly 2 months due to the lockdown.
ऑरेंज और रेड जोन में सैलून ओपन करने के प्रेशर है, फिटनेस सेंटर, जिम, वे भी निर्बंध के साथ साथ फीवर टेस्ट, सैनिटाइज रख करके ओपन करने के भी प्लान किया है. होटल 30% सर्विस करने के रिक्वेशन दिया है, वो भी 17 के बाद 99% कुछ निर्बंध के साथ शुरू होंगे.
The decision on gyms was taken after a delegation met Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, urging him to look into the plight of gym owners and trainers who were losing their only source of income.
It's been really a hard time for our fitness industry. From past 2 months it's lockdown. So all gym owners and trainers, we suffered a lot. So I request all the gym owners to please follow the guidelines and take care to prevent this COVID-19.
The Karnataka government is also thinking of opening restaurants and salons with strict preconditions. Many restaurants are willing to open their dining sections for just 30% of clients.
We will ensure to take necessary precautions like hygienic, maintaining social distances and other things also. We will issue guidelines to all our hoteliers to take extra care of cleanliness and to serve quality and hot food.
Post May the 17th relaxations may well see resumption of some services to help out small neighborhood businesses.
The government has confirmed gyms and golf courses will be open starting from 17th of May. Golf courses also will be open because the minister said that it's a safe sport as per the government, because only a few people play and proper social distancing norms will also be maintained. So starting gyms and golf courses, two big relaxations coming in Karnataka even before the 17th of May, that it has been announced. And post the 17th, most likely hotels, saloons and other sporting events might open in Karnataka. Nagarjun Dwarkanath for India Today.
Well, that's the reality of this pandemic. At one end, you have Mumbai, which has recorded its biggest spike, completely locked out right now as we speak. No change. Right in Bengaluru, you've already opened out gymnasiums, you've opened out salons. Well, with that, I want to take you through some visuals. It's a story we've been tracking very keenly right here on India Today. Because we might talk about opening up, we might talk about coronavirus, we might talk about going to the salon, we might talk about finally going to the gym. And while we're all talking about this, there are people who are continuing to walk home, the migrants of this country. I want to just take you through this report, which has been filed by my colleague Pankaj Khelkar, who tracked a 9-month pregnant woman who's walking over 700 kilometers. I want to hand it over to Pankaj. Listen in.
सही है, उतना तक चल रहे हैं।
कब से चलना शुरू किया?
3 दिन हो गया।
हालत ऐसी है तो ऐसे बीच रास्ते में अगर मुश्किल आ गई, दर्द शुरू हो गया, तो कहाँ जाएंगे?
हम लोग कहाँ जाएंगे? हॉस्पिटल भी जाएंगे, कैसे करेंगे?
बीच सड़क में अस्पताल कहाँ से मिलने वाला है?
नहीं देखेगा, तकलीफ को झेलेंगे।
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.